All right, friends, let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw a luxury SUV actually being used off-road? Not in an ad, not in a movie, in real life. Because for most luxury SUVs on the market, the closest they get to off-roading is driving over a speed bump in the Whole Foods parking lot. But what if I told you there's a vehicle that can transport your family in heated, massaging leather seats and handle real rock fields, mud pits, and desert riverbeds on the weekend? And what if you knew this same vehicle could easily clock 300,000 miles? Welcome to the 2026 Lexus G550. This vehicle has been completely redesigned for the first time in over 15 years, and believe me, it was worth the wait. Today, we'll take an in-depth look at everything you need to know about the GX. Design, performance, off-road capability, interior technology, pricing for our friends in the US and Canada, and most importantly, who should actually buy this vehicle. The GX550 knows exactly what it is. A luxury SUV that doesn't just talk the talk, but walks the walk. Bold, angular, and capable of going anywhere. Why this redesign matters. Before we talk about the new car, let's discuss why this redesign is so important. The previous GX460 was launched in 2010. That's not a typo, it was 2010. That's the year the iPad came out. Game of Thrones hadn't even premiered yet. And Lexus continued to sell this vehicle without making any significant changes until 2023. Now, you might think that's a bad thing. But here's the catch. People still loved it. The GX460 built an incredibly loyal fan base because it was an extremely reliable, genuinely capable off-road vehicle and shared the same DNA as the legendary Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't trendy, but it never let you down. That's why, when Lexus finally decided on a full redesign for the post-2024 model year, the stakes were high. They didn't just slap a new body on an old chassis and call it a day. This is a design reimagined from the ground up. New platform, new engine, new technology, new off-road capabilities, and a completely new look, one that doesn't shy away from being big and boxy. What's changed? The big three. New TNGA-F platform. Shares the same architecture as the Toyota Land Cruiser, Tundra, and Tacoma. The beloved but outdated 4.6-liter V8 engine is replaced by a new 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6. The Overtrail trim, designed specifically for serious off-road enthusiasts and offered for the first time, is particularly intriguing. And here's the context that matters to North American buyers. The original Toyota Land Cruiser was discontinued in the US after 2021. The GX's bigger brother, the Lexus LX, is still on the market, but its price starts at over $100,000. This makes the GX550 the most capable and most affordable body-on-frame luxury SUV that Toyota sells on this continent. This is a very important point. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Well, let's talk about this car's exterior, because the GX550 doesn't try to blend in. Not at all. The design is intentionally boxy, angular, and square. Lexus calls this tough luxury, and to be honest, that's exactly what it looks like. There are massive flat panels on the sides, rectangular wheel arches that look more machined than styled, and a very steeply raked windshield that gives the whole car a confident, almost military-like presence on the road. Up front, Lexus's signature spindle grille takes center stage. Though compared to the brand's more polarizing designs, the grille on this vehicle is more understated. The LED headlights are slim and sharp, and a light bar at the top connects them. It looks expensive, it looks rugged, and compared to the round, bulky crossovers filling the suburban streets of the US and Canada, it stands out. Overtrail and luxury trim levels. 2 personalities, 1 platform. One of the coolest features of the new GX series is that it truly has 2 distinct personalities. The Overtrail trim features 18-inch wheels, thick 33-inch off-road tires, black painted fender flares, an aluminum skid plate, and a 2-tone paint option in earth tones with a nature-inspired theme. It looks like a vehicle that belongs in an REI catalog. The luxury trim, on the other hand, features 20-inch wheels, a brighter chrome-accented look, and sleeker proportions. It's essentially the same chassis, two completely different vibes. Whether you picture yourself driving this in Moab, Utah, or parking it at a steakhouse in downtown Toronto, there's a GX for you. A note for our Canadian viewers. The GX is manufactured in Tahara, Japan. This means it's imported as a vehicle through customs. The build quality is exceptional. This isn't a budget-cut pickup. One final design detail worth mentioning: the tailgate. The old GX had a side-opening rear door that was difficult to use and made loading groceries feel like doing origami. The new GX finally features a traditional top-hinged electric tailgate. It may seem like a small detail, but it's a major improvement in terms of quality of life. The rear window also opens independently, which is a great feature for tossing in bags without having to open the entire door. Alright, let's talk power. I know some of you are already thinking, wait a minute, did they get rid of the V8? Yes, they did, but hear me out before you close the video. The new engine is actually better, in almost every way. The new heart, 3.4-liter twin-turbo 5.6, the GX 5.5. Oh, yes, 550 is now part of the name, is powered by Lexus's 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine. It produces 349 horsepower and a massive 479 pound-feet of torque. That torque figure is a truly significant detail for an SUV like this. The engine delivers strong performance starting at just 1,500 revolutions per minute. This means you have the power you need exactly when you need it. Whether you're towing a boat from a lake in British Columbia or climbing a steep rocky trail outside Sedona, Arizona. Compare this to the old V8 engine, which produced 301 horsepower and 329 pound-feet of torque. The new engine produces 48 more horsepower and 150 more pound-feet of torque. This isn't just a small upgrade. It's an entirely different SUV. Power is delivered through a 10-speed direct-shift automatic transmission, another major improvement over the old 6-speed. Gear shifts are smooth and quick, and the transmission generally doesn't get in your way unless you want to play with the paddle shifters. Real-world driving. What's it like? In everyday driving, commuting to work, cruising on the highway, driving the kids to school, the GX feels surprisingly normal. It's big and tall, but the steering is light, and the ride, while firm, absorbs most road imperfections without issue. This isn't a sports car, it doesn't try to be one. But driving it doesn't feel like a chore either. There's virtually no turbo lag in its twin-turbo engine. Power is instant and linear. You won't have any trouble merging onto a busy highway or passing a slow-moving truck on a 2-lane road. The GX moves exactly as you want it to. The reality of fuel economy. Alright, time for an honest talk. The GX 550 isn't fuel efficient. EPA estimates come in at 15 miles per gallon in the city, 21 miles per gallon on the highway, and 17 miles per gallon combined. It also requires premium fuel, and with a 21-gallon tank, you can get about 350 to 360 miles per fill-up. If you're used to driving a hybrid crossover, this will be a real adjustment. But keep this in mind. This isn't a daily commuter for most people. It's a lifestyle vehicle. It's built to haul your family across 4 states, tow an 8,000-pound boat or horse trailer, and withstand 10 years of rugged use. For this usage scenario, fuel consumption is part of the deal, just like with the Ford F-150 or the Chevy Tahoe. Towing capacity, up to 8,000 pounds on the premium and overtrail trims. That's a figure that can compete with full-size chassis-based SUVs in its class, and a capacity most luxury SUVs can't even dream of. This is the section that brings many GX buyers here. So, let's take a look at what this SUV is truly capable of when the pavement ends. It's built on the TNGA-F platform, a modern ladder frame chassis shared with the Toyota Land Cruiser. A ladder frame chassis means the chassis structure is built on top of the body. This is important for off-road driving because it provides flexibility, durability, and ease of repair that you won't find in a unibody crossover. Every GX 550 comes standard with full-time 4-wheel drive, a Torsen limited-slip center differential, and a 2-speed transfer case with an appropriate low-range gear. There are no optional shortcuts here. This equipment is standard on every GX. Overtrail package. Serious business. However, if you plan to spend serious time off-road, you should opt for the Overtrail package. The features it adds compared to standard models are as follows. Factory-fitted 33-inch Toyo Open Country off-road tires. Nothing like flimsy street tires. Electronic locking rear differential. Locks the rear axle for maximum traction in deep mud or rocky terrain. KDSS. Kinetic Dynamic Suspension System reduces body roll on the road by hydraulically adjusting the stabilizer bars and significantly increases wheel articulation off-road. Crawl Control. Acts like a cruise control for off-road driving. Moves over obstacles at a steady low speed, allowing you to focus on steering. Multi-Terrain Select. 6 off-road modes including mud, sand, rock, and more. Aluminum skid plates to protect the fuel tank and drivetrain components. Standard 8.7-inch ground clearance across the entire model range. We're talking about equipment that directly competes with the Land Rover Defender, but with a far superior track record of reliability. Land Rover enthusiasts know this well. Those handsome SUVs are notorious for electrical glitches. The Lexus GX, quite the opposite. These vehicles just work. How does it actually perform in off-road conditions? At low speeds on rocky terrain, the GX is extremely confident. The combination of the lockable rear differential, KDSS, and crawl control means you can choose your path and rely on the traction this SUV provides. It never feels like it's going to get stuck. The approach and departure angles are reasonable, not as aggressive as a dedicated Jeep, but more than sufficient for 90% of trails in North America. At high speeds on off-road terrain, desert riverbeds, bumps, and rugged fire roads, the GX Overtrail is solid but not extraordinary. A Fox-equipped Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro would actually be more comfortable at high speeds on rough terrain. However, for the kind of highway trips, camping trips, and scenic off-road drives that most GX buyers undertake, this vehicle is more than sufficient. It's truly impressive. Let's be realistic. If you plan to drive the Rubicon Trail every weekend, a specialized Jeep might still be the best choice for you. But if you want an SUV that can tackle a challenging trail on Saturday and take your family to hockey practice in Calgary on Monday, the GX is perfect for you. Let's focus a bit on the interior. This is where things get interesting, because the 2026 GX's interior represents a real leap forward compared to the previous model. The old GX had that odd touchscreen control panel everyone hated. It's gone. In its place is a large 14-inch touchscreen that's truly intuitive and responsive. Technology. The infotainment system runs on Lexus interface, and it's one of the best in the segment. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, an important note for our Canadian viewers who rely heavily on Google Maps for navigation in remote areas during the winter. The local Lexus Drive Connect system also includes cloud-based navigation that provides real-time traffic information and comes with a 3-year free subscription. The instrument panel is enhanced with a 12.3-inch digital display. It's crisp and customizable, providing all the off-road data you could want, such as wheel angle, tilt, and differential lock status. A head-up display is available on higher trim levels. This is truly useful when you're focused on the trail ahead. Most trim levels include a surround view camera system. This is a game-changing feature for parking a vehicle of this size in tight urban spaces, and it's also incredibly useful for checking the clearance around rocks off-road. The camera quality is excellent. It's among the best in its class. The 2026 GX is available in 2-row, 5-seat, and 3-row, 6 or 7-seat configurations. Overtrail models are 2-row only, which gives them a massive cargo area of 45.6 cubic feet behind the second-row seats. When both rows are folded down, you get 90.5 cubic feet of space. That's serious camping and gear hauling capacity. The 3-row models are more family-oriented, but cargo space suffers as a result. Only 10.3 cubic feet remain behind the 3rd row. The 3rd row is a bit cramped even for tall adults. It's better suited for children or occasional adult use. The 2nd row is truly comfortable, with ample head and legroom. especially since Lexus added a few extra inches to the interior with this redesign. On all trim levels, the front seats are power adjustable with heating and ventilation features. The Premium, Overtrail Plus, and Luxury trim levels also feature front seats with massage functions. The massage function is controlled via the touchscreen, which is a minor inconvenience. Having physical buttons for the seat massage would make it easier to use while driving. Materials and build quality. Lexus's premium DNA really shines through here. Even in the entry-level premium trim, the materials feel solid, well-crafted, and thoughtfully assembled. In the top-tier luxury trims, high-quality semi-aniline leather with a natural finish is used, offering a truly luxurious look and feel. Sound insulation is excellent. At highway speeds, the cabin is quiet and refined. The optional Mark Levinson premium sound system, standard on Overtrail Plus and Luxury Plus trims, is superb. Crisp highs, powerful bass, and volume levels that fill every corner of the cabin. If you're covering long distances in the Pacific Northwest or driving on the Trans-Canada Highway, this is exactly the kind of cabin you'll want to be in. A point to note for Canadian buyers, the GX is not offered with a plug-in hybrid option. For those living in Quebec or BC, where EV incentives are significant, this may be a consideration. However, for most of the country, especially in states with extreme cold, a non-plug-in powertrain offers real reliability advantages. Trim levels and prices. Which one should you actually buy? All right, let's talk money. We'll cover both US and Canadian prices here, since we know we have readers on both sides of the border. The GX 550 is available in 6 trim levels. Yes, 6. Lexus knows how confusing trim options can be, so here's a simplified summary. The ideal choice: Premium Plus and Overtrail. For most buyers in the US, the Premium Plus model, priced at approximately $69,250, is the most appealing option in the lineup. You get all the key technology and comfort features without paying for features you won't use. For adventure enthusiasts, the Overtrail model in the same price range is a true bargain. This model comes equipped with factory-installed off-road hardware that would cost thousands of dollars to install later. When you factor in all fees and expenses, Canadian prices are approximately 35% to 40% higher than US prices, so be sure to do your calculations carefully. The entry-level premium model, priced at approximately 86,826 Canadian dollars, excluding taxes, in Canada, remains competitive when compared to the price of a fully equipped Land Rover Defender or Mercedes GLE in this market. How does it compare to its competitors? The GX's most direct competitors in North America are the Land Rover Defender, the BMW X5 xDrive 40i, and the Ford Bronco Raptor. Here's a brief summary. Land Rover Defender, a cooler brand image, similar performance but known for reliability issues and rising maintenance costs over time. BMW X5, more refined on the road but crossover-based, not in the same league for off-road performance. Ford Bronco Raptor, a fantastic off-road vehicle, much more off-road focused, but can't match the Lexus in terms of interior and on-road handling. Toyota Land Cruiser, same platform, lower starting price, approximately $57,000, but less power and less luxury. The GX is the right choice for those seeking a premium experience. Conclusion: for buyers looking for a single vehicle that does it all, luxury city driving, family trips, and true off-road capability, there's no other vehicle in the GX 550's price range that compares. Before wrapping up, it's worth touching on the topic of safety. After all, for many buyers, this is a family SUV, and safety is a major concern. Every 2026 GX 550 comes standard with Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0, the brand's newest and most comprehensive driver assistance package. Features available across all trim levels include pre-collision system with pedestrian, cyclist, and motorcycle detection, including automatic emergency braking, lane-centered adaptive cruise control, works on highways and in stop-and-go traffic, lane departure alert and lane keeping assist, automatic high beams, traffic sign recognition, front cross-traffic alert, rear cross-traffic alert with blind spot, monitor traffic jam. Assist is also available on higher trim levels. This is a hands-free driving system at low speeds that is truly useful in heavy urban traffic, such as downtown Vancouver or the 401 highway around Toronto. It is not a fully autonomous driving system, but it significantly reduces fatigue in heavy traffic. The surround view camera system deserves special praise. This is one of the best implementations of this technology in any SUV. The camera quality is sharp, the top-down view is accurate, and it makes parking a large SUV in urban environments truly stress-free. This vehicle is for those who are tired of compromising. Maybe you were driving a comfortable luxury crossover, and last summer your car bottomed out on a gravel road. Maybe you were driving a serious off-road SUV and got tired of road noise, a rough ride, and a Spartan interior. Or maybe you're just the kind of person who wants to know your vehicle can handle it seamlessly whenever adventure calls. Whether it's a camping trip to Algonquin Provincial Park, a weekend in the Colorado Rockies, or simply escaping a snowstorm in Wisconsin. Buy it if you want true off-road capability without sacrificing daily comfort. Reliability and long-term ownership matter to you. Lexus's track record speaks for itself. You need real towing capacity, up to 8,000 pounds, if you want a vehicle that will still feel current 10 years from now. If you're a Canadian buyer who has to deal with harsh winter conditions, full-time four-wheel drive and proven mechanical features make this vehicle an excellent choice. Think twice in these situations. If fuel efficiency is your top priority, the combined fuel economy of 17 miles per gallon is a reality. If you need a truly spacious three-row seat for taller passengers, the third row is a bit tight. If you mostly drive in the city and off-road performance isn't important to you, the Lexus RX or TX might be a better fit. If you live in Quebec or BC and want to take advantage of electric vehicle incentives, the GX doesn't offer a plug-in option. The 2026 Lexus GX 550 is undoubtedly the best GX model ever produced. Compared to its competitors, it proves itself to be one of the best luxury adventure SUVs on the market. If you found this review helpful, please like and subscribe. We publish detailed reviews like this every week. And if you're seriously considering the GX 55, let me know in the comments. Overtrail or luxury? I'd love to hear your thoughts.